come to speak, and after her will be Elise Elling Anderson. I believe that's what it is.
My name is Debbie Ossel. I reside at 6170 Parker Lane in Maysville. All right, I am a lifelong resident of this community. I am not anti-solar, but am truly concerned about the loss of prime farmland. My father was a farmer, as was his father, and his father before him. The same was true of my mother's family. There is no question that it was hard work. There were good times and bad, but they all loved what they did. They were good stewards of the land. I currently reside on my mother's family farm. Crops continue to be grown, conservation is practiced, and soil continues to be fertile and productive. Our agricultural land is the most valuable natural resource in Mason County. With droughts in the west, food shortages can become a real threat in the near future. Where will our food come from if we have thousands of acres of prime agricultural land that is covered with merchant electric generating facilities? Our current comprehensive plan protects our land and recognizes its vital importance to our community, as does our current zoning ordinances. We will never be able to recoup the land loss should these large-scale solar energy generating facilities be allowed on precious soil. It's been a real struggle to say what needs to be said with a lot of time to speak. We do have petitions signed by nearly 1,000 individuals opposing the placement of industrial solar facilities on prime agricultural land. Both the online petition and the petition from door-to-door canvassing are entered into record. There was a glitch with the online petition. Several local residents erroneously appear with out-of-county or state addresses. There are very few duplicate signatures between the two petitions. The signatures speak volumes as to what our community feels about such a massive project. The signatures are from all areas of Mason County and Maysville. This indicates it is not just a Maysville issue, it is an entire county-wide issue. I have often heard when individuals are motivated by greed, they ignore the harm their actions cause for others. This issue has divided families, friends, and neighbors. It has been a devastating blow to a once close-knit community. You have an arduous task. You must not only decide what is right for today, but you have the responsibility to do what is right for future generations. The wrong decision could prove catastrophic. I would like to thank each of you for your time and end with a very appropriate Native American proverb. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children. Thank you.
Whenever you're ready.
Can you all hear me? I'm tall, so.
I need to be able to see you also, the same line.
I just need to be able to read my PowerPoint too. Kentucky is a limestone karst region with underground drainage systems such as sinkholes, swallow holes, and caves. Karst landscapes are shaped and carved by water. Water seeping into soluble limestone bedrock can erode and dissolve the bedrock. This dissolution causes porous, Swiss cheese-like terrain with the karst features shown below. Water entering them travels underground and is later discharged in springs. A significant portion of Mason County is karst-prone. Many karst-prone areas are now targeted for large-scale industrial solar development. The Maysville area is predominantly karst-prone, as shown on the KGS map. Numerous sinkholes, springs, and swallow hills exist in Maysville already, and the potential exists for more to develop in the future. The formation of sinkholes is the most prominent karst-related hazard in Kentucky, according to the Kentucky Emergency Management. This map shows recorded sinkholes in Kentucky, including Mason County, and this is not all of them, by any means. Karst landscapes can be worn away from the surface or dissolve from a weak point in the bedrock. If enough erosion occurs in underground bedrock, sinkholes can result. And you all saw the Corvette Museum when they had a sinkhole there. Sinkholes can damage the foundation of buildings and roads and cause damage to buried water lines and electrical conduits. The following human activities can cause increased prevalence of sinkholes: alteration or diversion of surface runoff, compaction of unconsolidated soils, adding weight above cavities by constructing roads, waterways, or structures, artificially creating ponds of surface water, and groundwater withdrawals. Construction of large-scale solar facilities involves many, if not all, of these activities. There are already lawsuits in other parts of the country where excessive stormwater runoff from industrial solar facilities has caused serious damage to nearby properties, wetlands, and rivers. In a karst landscape, runoff mitigation is even more challenging because water flows in karst systems are extremely difficult to map. There's 10 times more water flowing underground than above ground. Flow paths may not take routes that are apparent from the topography of the land. The movement of water flows and pollutants cannot be directly observed on underground karst systems. And contaminants entering an aquifer at one location can travel underground for long distances. Cadmium used in thin-film photovoltaic panels is highly toxic to humans, animals, and aquatics. The Center for Disease Control states cadmium is a highly toxic carcinogen that is harmful to most of the body systems. OSHA also lists cadmium as a toxic chemical. Cadmium telluride panels are currently the second leading type of solar implementation worldwide and comprise 50% of the US market in 2020. I'm going to go quick here. Leaching tests in Europe have shown cadmium telluride panels have a leaching potential of approximately 23 grams of cadmium per kilowatt installed. Silicon panels have a leaching potential of approximately 4 grams of lead per kilowatt installed. Solar panels can also begin leaching after damage from extreme weather, such as tornadoes, high winds, and hail.
Okay, that's 3 minutes.